Finna go see my donkey donk, my donkey donk.
What you doing for your birthday, dude?
My little ponytail. What's up with you? You ugly hell. My baby.
The entire internet froze the moment Chrisean Rock hit go live with that look in her eyes, the look she gets right before she drops a bomb nobody is prepared for. Her energy wasn't chaotic this time. It wasn't emotional. It wasn't messy. It was too calm. And whenever Chrisean is calm, that's when you know she's about to shake the industry to its core. She adjusted the camera, took a breath, tilted her head. Then she said the sentence that detonated across every social platform within minutes. Y'all wanna know why GloRilla keeps copying me? Because she literally got surgery to look like me. The live chat exploded. People didn't even type words, they typed screams. What? No way. Chrissy, stop, this is not real. Drop the receipts. But Chrisean wasn't joking. She wasn't trolling. She wasn't throwing shade for entertainment. She had proof. She grabbed her phone and said, "Screenshots, doctor's messages, before and afters, all of it. Y'all think I'm lying?" Glo been obsessed. She been studying my face. She been watching my lives. She been trying to turn into me. Within seconds, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram were in full meltdown mode. People threw up side-by-side photos. Blogs posted comparison videos. Commentators started debating over jawlines, noses, brows, lip shape, even smile patterns. But the most explosive part? Chrisean claimed she had messages from a surgeon who allegedly confirmed that Glo requested rock-like features. Not inspired by, not similar to, rock-like. The internet had no time to recover because Chrisean kept going. She'd been calling around asking for my look, my structure, my vibe, and y'all still calling me crazy? I knew she was trying to turn into me. At that moment, hashtags flooded in. Number GloRock. Number face surgery drama. Number Chrisean exposes Glo. Number not the same face. Number surgery receipts. Fans, haters, comedians, cosmetic surgeons, everybody joined the chaos. And Chrisean wasn't done. She leaned back, smirked, then whispered, "And if Glo wanna lie, I'll leak the whole conversation with the doctor. Don't play with me." The world stopped. Because if Chrisean really has those receipts, this story isn't just drama. It's career-ending drama. Long before Chrisean ever accused GloRilla of getting face surgery to look like her. Long before the livestream explosion. Long before the screenshots, comparisons, and surgeon rumors, there was a quiet, unspoken rivalry brewing beneath the surface of the female rap world. Not a public feud. Not a Twitter argument. Not a diss track. A silent competition that people sensed but could never fully explain. Because in the industry, Chrisean and Glo were never enemies, but they were never truly friends either. They were orbiting the same world, same stages, same playlists, same viral spaces, same fan bases, same energy. Two breakout stars rising at the same time, both unpredictable, raw, and magnetic. And deep down, both knew the truth. There can only be one face of chaotic, unpredictable, authentic female dominance. And for a long time, that face was Chrisean. Raw, untamed, unfiltered, emotionally explosive. Wild enough to go viral without trying. Relatable enough to build a cult fanbase. But here's where things get interesting. When GloRilla first broke into the industry, insiders claim she admired Chrisean more than people realized. Not publicly, not in interviews, but quietly, in the way artists watch artists they consider threats. Producers whispered, "Glo be studying her. She watches all of Chrisean's lives. She always asks how Rock went viral. She said Rock's face be trending more than her bars." Nobody took it seriously. Nobody imagined it would turn into something darker. But the tension grew when fans started comparing them constantly. Every new Glo photo was put next to a Chrisean pic. Every hairstyle Glo wore was accused of copying Chrisean. People joked that Glo was turning into mini Rock. Even memes circulated saying, "Why they starting to look alike?" At first, both ignored it. But the comparisons didn't stop, they intensified. Blogs started posting side-by-side images, comment sections filled with, "She trying to be Chrisean. Rock walked so Glo could run. Why Glo's face changing? She wasn't shaped like that before." GloRilla noticed. And so did Chrisean. But Chrisean brushed it off until the night she received a DM that changed everything. A plastic surgery technician, someone who had worked with major rappers, sent her a cryptic message. "Won't say too much. Just know she brought your pictures." Chrisean didn't believe it at first. She laughed it off. She thought it was a troll. Until the technician followed up with, jawline, chin, eye area. She said she wanted Rock's vibe. I shouldn't be saying this, but I thought you should know. Chrisean screenshot it immediately. But she still stayed silent. Because she didn't want to start a war without proof. She didn't want to look insecure. She didn't want to drag another female rapper without reason. But the messages kept coming. Different accounts. Different clinics. Different insiders claiming the same thing. GloRilla brought in photos of Chrisean during a cosmetic consultation. Then someone sent Chrisean a before and after side profile comparison, and that's when she snapped. Because the changes lined up perfectly with the surgeon's alleged description. Sharper jaw. More angular chin. Lifted eye shape. Enhanced cheekbones. All things people naturally compliment Chrisean for. And what made it worse? Right after these alleged procedures, GloRilla started posting selfies that looked eerily similar to Chrisean's signature angles. The same lighting setups, the same expressions, even the same mouth pose. It was too much. Too close. Too intentional. Too similar to ignore. But what truly broke the camel's back? A leaked audio message from someone in Glo's camp telling a friend, "She want the Rock aesthetic. Labels think it sells." That sentence played in Chrisean's head for weeks. Labels want Rock's aesthetic. Labels want Rock's face. Labels want Rock's energy. And Glo was allegedly trying to embody it. Chrisean didn't speak publicly yet, but people around her noticed the shift. She started paying attention to every new Glo post. She started noticing the timing, how Glo's new look debuted right after Chrisean trended for her face again. She noticed blogs beginning to push narrative similarities between them. It was becoming too obvious. But what really set Chrisean off was when a major platform posted, "GloRilla looking like Chrisean Rock lately." And Glo liked the post. That was the tipping point. To Chrisean, that wasn't a coincidence. That wasn't innocent. That was mockery. That was an admission. That was her saying, "Yeah, I took the look. And what?" So Chrisean gathered her receipts, every DM, every screenshot, every insider message, every comparison photo, every before and after image, and waited. Waited for the perfect moment. Waited for the perfect headline. Waited for the perfect live stream. And when Glo posted a picture that went viral for looking exactly like Chrisean, same pose, same smile, same eyes, the internet started commenting, "Why she trying to be Rock? She literally cloned her. She got the Rock face now. This is weird behavior." Chrisean finally said, "All right, enough." And she hit go live. The moment she spoke the words, "She got surgery to look like me," the entire music industry's foundation cracked. Because now this wasn't a rumor. This wasn't fan speculation. This wasn't accidental similarity. This was an accusation, backed by alleged insiders, backed by photos, backed by medical employees, backed by behavior patterns. And if Chrisean releases those receipts, it won't just embarrass Glo. It could end her entire public image. When Chrisean finally began revealing her evidence, the live stream didn't feel like a rant, it felt like a presentation. She wasn't yelling. She wasn't frantic. She wasn't spiraling. She was controlled, precise, almost surgical in the way she delivered the information. "Y'all keep calling me crazy," she said, holding her phone up. "But I don't speak unless I know." Then she opened her gallery filled with screenshots, side-by-side photos, and messages with timestamps. And the first piece she showed wasn't a DM, wasn't a leaked recording, wasn't a rumor. It was a before and after photo of GloRilla's face. Chrisean zoomed in on the jawline. "This right here? This wasn't there before. Y'all can look up old pictures. Her jaw ain't shaped like that." Then she zoomed on the cheekbones. "She got my cut. Y'all know my structure, this exact definition been trending for months." Then she zoomed in on the nose. "This lil point? I didn't do that. God did. But she paid for it." The comments section spiraled into chaos. "Nah, she really do look like Rock. I been saying the face changed. It's like a clone vibe. I'm uncomfortable. Why she transforming though?" But then Chrisean dropped the first real piece of alleged evidence. A message from someone claiming to work inside a cosmetic surgery clinic. It read, "She requested the Rock look for the lower face. Asked how to get your sharp angles." Chrisean held the phone up. "Who lying? Me or the employee? Y'all tell me." The internet went insane. People screen recorded instantly. Blogs cut the clip within minutes. Surgeons on TikTok began stitching the video, analyzing the changes, giving professional breakdowns. Some said, "The jawline contour definitely looks altered." There's volume added where there wasn't before. The mid-face lift looks recent. Others refused to comment, too scared to get involved. But the real chaos began when GloRilla finally responded. Not with a tweet. Not with a statement. Not with a PR-filtered apology. She went live, furious, breathless, pacing like she couldn't believe what she was hearing. She said, "Rock is crazy. Y'all listening to a girl who eats cameras for breakfast. I ain't get no surgery to look like nobody." The denial was expected, but the way she reacted wasn't. Her voice was shaky. Her energy was defensive. Her eyes darted everywhere. And the internet noticed instantly. Because when someone is genuinely lying, their anger looks different. And when someone is genuinely hiding something, denial isn't crisp, it's chaotic. Chrisean saw the clip and laughed. I knew she'd say that. That's why I got part 2. And that's when she dropped the first shocking twist. A screenshot of a surgeon's office confirmation page. With a date, with a time, with a note that read, requested, jawline enhancement plus eye lift, reference photos uploaded by patient. But the part that paralyzed the internet? The blurred thumbnails under reference photos. 3 photos. All 3 looked like Chrisean Rock's face. People in the comments screamed, "Oh nah, this is real. She used Rock's pictures. This is identity theft level. What is going on?" But Chrisean wasn't done. She clicked the blurred thumbnails, then revealed the unblurred versions on her iPad. It was unmistakably her. Not similar angles, not inspired looks. Her actual images, screenshots from her Instagram lives from 2 years ago. Glo had allegedly uploaded her photos to the surgeon as reference images. This was no longer speculation. This was obsession. But the industry twist came next. Chrisean said, "And guess what? This wasn't cheap. Somebody paid for it. Somebody big." Fans immediately assumed a label. But Chrisean clarified, it wasn't her label. It wasn't her. It was a man. A man. The chat froze. A producer? A manager? A rapper? A sponsor? An investor? Chrisean smirked. A man in this industry paid for her face. And I know his name. People lost their minds. Who paid? Drop his name, Rock. This is bigger than Glo? This is a whole industry scheme. Chrisean inhaled dramatically. I'll drop that receipt in a minute. But first, she opened another screenshot. A text from someone in GloRilla's friend circle. She keeps saying she wanna look more feminine savage like you. Feminine savage. A phrase directly tied to Chrisean's identity. At this point, the narrative shifted from, she copied your look to, she wanted to become you. And then, Chrisean showed a voice note. The surgeon's assistant voice, disguised, allegedly said, she asked if we could shape her chin like yours. She said you have the perfect chin. People screamed in the comments. Even fans defending Glo went silent. Because this was too specific to be faked. Too detailed. Too intimate. Too intentional. But the first biggest twist came when Chrisean revealed the man who allegedly funded the surgery. She zoomed in on a Cash App notification. $14,000 sent. Sender name. Blurred. Memo. Face work. Then she pulled out the unedited screenshot. The sender's name was unmistakable. YB's producer. People fainted online. No way Glo got sponsored surgery to look like Rock. What is this industry? This is some whole new level tea. Not YB's producer. But the twist wasn't that a man paid. The twist was, why? Chrisean leaned in and whispered. He told her this look would sell. He told her this look was the new standard. He told her my face goes viral, so she should match the vibe. The industry didn't just know about the obsession. They encouraged it. Chrisean shook her head. They tried to turn her into me because they couldn't control me. That line sent the entire internet into paralysis. And then she ended her live with a cliffhanger that broke everything. You think this is the end? I haven't even shown the real proof yet. The doctor sent me the consultation audio. The comments went feral. Audio? Recordings? An actual consultation? With Chrisean's photos mentioned? Chrisean smirked. If she wanna keep lying, I'll play it. Screen fades. Live ends. Millions screaming. The moment Chrisean ended her live with the promise of consultation audio, the entire internet felt like it was vibrating. This wasn't normal drama anymore. This wasn't petty shade. This wasn't jealousy. This was a full-scale identity scandal that the industry was praying would disappear, and it was already far too late. Because what Chrisean didn't know was that while she was preparing the receipts for Part 2, Starwave Records, GloRilla's label, had already gone into emergency crisis mode. Phones ringing non-stop, managers screaming, publicists sweating. Executives demanding to know. Where did she get those photos of Chrisean? Who leaked the consultation messages? Why didn't we know about Nova Beats paying for anything? Is this going to affect the tour? Panic spread like wildfire behind the scenes. Because GloRilla wasn't just any artist, she was Starwave's $1 million investment. They couldn't afford a scandal suggesting their rising star got face surgery to copy another viral rapper, especially one as unpredictable and uncontrollable as Chrisean Rock. But GloRilla wasn't thinking about the label. She wasn't thinking about the fans. She wasn't thinking about the backlash. She was thinking about one thing. How the hell did Chrisean get the doctor's audio? Because only 4 people had access to that. GloRilla, Dr. Miro, Nova Beats, and GloRilla's personal assistant. So GloRilla began calling everyone frantic, trembling, angry, desperate. Her assistant didn't answer. Dr. Miro suddenly wasn't available. Nova Beats turned off his phone. Starwave's lawyers told her not to speak to anyone. GloRilla was alone. And that's when she did the unthinkable. She DM'd Chrisean. Not to deny anything, not to threaten, not to defend herself, but to beg. The message read, "Please don't drop the audio. Let's talk, woman to woman." But Chrisean didn't even open it. Instead, she hit go live again, the live that broke viewership records. She appeared with the same calm expression she had used before, except now she held AirPods in her hand and said, "Y'all ready? We just getting started." The internet froze. And then Chrisean pressed play. At first, the audio was faint, just muffled voices, background noise, shuffling. Then it cleared. A woman, GloRilla speaking softly, nervously. "I want the jawline like her." That sharp look she got. Pause. Dr. Miro's voice. "So you're referring to this photo?" A click. A computer sound. A photo being opened. Then GloRilla again. "Yes, that one. Her side profile crazy. People love it." The comments section erupted. "Oh my god, that's her voice. She really said it? GloRilla, no. This is bad." Chrisean smirked at the camera. "You want to tell them you ain't do nothing? But your mouth said it first." But that wasn't even the halfway point. She clicked a second audio file. This time, it was Nova Beats, the producer, talking to the clinic's financial coordinator. "She need the rock vibe as soon as possible," he said casually. "Make her face more aggressive but still cute. The girl she's showing her look goes viral without trying. We need that." Chrisean paused the audio and stared into the camera. "Y'all, the industry told her to look like me." Millions of viewers lost their minds. Tweets flew everywhere. Rappers posted reaction videos. Makeup artists broke down angles. Cosmetic surgeons stitched the audio and analyzed it frame by frame. GloRilla's denial collapsed in real time. But the real twist, the darker twist, was still coming. Because Chrisean had one more file. A longer one. A more sensitive one. She hesitated before playing it, not for drama, but because even she knew this one would set the entire music industry on fire. But the chat begged, "Drop it. Drop it now. We came for this. Play the big one." Chrisean pressed play. A long silence. Then Dr. Miro's voice. "So you're trying to soften your image? Something more viral? More youthful?" GloRilla's voice shook. "My label wants me to look less harsh. Like her. They think her face is marketable." Dr. Miro. "You mean Chrisean?" GloRilla. "Yeah, her. They want me to have that look. They think people compare us too much and I need to keep up." Chrisean froze. The internet froze. This wasn't GloRilla acting alone. This wasn't jealousy. This wasn't insecurity. This was the industry pushing GloRilla to adopt Chrisean's features to capitalize off Chrisean's viral appeal, while keeping GloRilla under control. It was an industry-engineered identity mold. A manufactured face. A constructed brand. A forced transformation. And then the twist that made millions gasp. GloRilla whispered. "They said if I don't agree, they'll push someone else. Someone else. Someone else to take her place. Someone else with the right face. Someone else more marketable. Someone else with a built-in viral aesthetic." The industry was replacing GloRilla with a copy of Chrisean, even if it meant reshaping GloRilla's face to match the rock formula. The comments exploded. "The industry is sick. Oh, this goes deep. Not them forcing a look. GloRilla was a victim too? This is a whole conspiracy." But the final seconds of the audio were the most shocking. GloRilla whispered, voice breaking. "I just don't want Chrisean to find out." Too late. Chrisean stared into the camera, eyes cold. "So you scared of me? You scared because you know you copying me for real, baby." You should have been scared of these labels using you like a project. And then, the label stepped in. Starwave Records sent Chrisean a DM threatening legal action if she dropped the extended audios. Chrisean read it out loud. The internet imploded. So they want to sue me for telling the truth? She said. I wish they would. But here's the second major twist. A message popped up on Chrisean's phone from an unknown number. She went silent, stared, smirked, then said, "Ope. The doctor messaging me now." Chat went feral. What did he say? No way. This story is getting crazy. Chrisean read it. I have more recordings. She didn't tell you everything. The internet blacked out. GloRilla wasn't just copying. She was hiding something deeper. And now the surgeon was ready to expose it. Live ends. Millions left screaming into the void. The second Chrisean ended her live, the internet didn't just react, it exploded like a grenade dropped into the center of the music industry. You could almost feel the shockwaves through every timeline, every comment section, every group chat, every reaction video. People weren't laughing. People weren't joking. People weren't calling it just drama anymore. This was bigger. This was invasive. This was disturbing. This was the moment fans realized. GloRilla didn't just change her face. GloRilla didn't just take inspiration. GloRilla didn't just get a glow-up. She was altered, molded, restructured, manufactured by men, by executives, by a machine that wanted to reshape her into a more viral version of someone else. The shock turned into panic. Then the panic turned into outrage. And the outrage turned into a full-scale online riot. Hashtags went insane. Number GloRilla surgery scandal. Number rock clone gate. Number industry puppet. Number Dr. Miro leaks. Number face scandal. 2025. Millions of stitches, duets, breakdown videos, side-by-sides, and conspiracy threads flooded every platform. Makeup artists analyzing facial angles. Plastic surgeons pausing frame by frame. Influencers gasping in real time. Fans rewatching the consultation audio over and over again. Some people felt betrayed. Some felt disgusted. Some felt heartbroken for GloRilla. Some blamed the label. Some blamed Novabeats. Some blamed Glo herself. But everyone agreed. Chrisean wasn't lying. Not this time. Not even close. The industry panics. Inside Starwave Records, executives reportedly held an emergency 3 a.m. conference call. GloRilla's team was instructed not to speak publicly. Her PR manager allegedly had a meltdown and quit. And someone from the legal department demanded, find out who leaked those audios. But the real panic came when blogs began posting. Is GloRilla's entire brand built on Chrisean rock? Why did Starwave want a clone? Was Glo forced into surgery? Major news outlets picked up the story. It reached mainstream morning shows. It hit international pages. Within hours, Starwave began drafting a public statement, but they couldn't agree on the angle. Should they deny everything? Should they blame a rogue surgeon? Should they blame Novabeats? Should they claim Glo did nothing wrong? Or should they throw Glo under the bus to protect the company? They weren't prepared. They never expected Chrisean to have the audio files. They especially never expected Dr. Miro, their trusted industry surgeon, to start messaging Chrisean directly. Because now Dr. Miro had become the most dangerous person in the story. He knew everything. He recorded everything. He had protected Glo for months. And now he was flipping. The label was terrified. GloRilla breaks down. Meanwhile, GloRilla was spiraling. Not angry. Not defensive. Not confident like she was earlier. She was falling apart. Sources close to her claim she threw her phone, screamed at her team, and locked herself in a room crying. Because Chrisean wasn't posting rumors, she was posting evidence. GloRilla watched the internet compare old photos. She saw fans dissecting her features. She saw strangers mocking her for trying to become Chrisean. She saw her label distancing themselves. She saw producers unfollow her. She saw club promoters asking if the scandal would affect bookings. But the breaking point came when a fan tweeted, she didn't hate Chrisean, she envied her. And that's the saddest part. GloRilla reposted it by accident, deleted it instantly. But the screenshot spread everywhere. People finally saw Glo not as the villain, but as the victim of an industry that didn't think she was enough. The backlash shifted again. Some fans said, she didn't want this, they pressured her. Novabeats groomed her image. They forced her to fit a mold. She wasn't trying to look like Chrisean. They made her. Others disagreed. No grown woman gets surgery to look like somebody else. She could have said no. She lied publicly, that's on her. The fan base warred with itself. Glo couldn't take it anymore. She finally went live. Her eyes were swollen. Her voice cracked. Her hands trembled. She whispered, "I didn't want to be her. I just wanted to stay in the industry." That sentence broke the entire internet because it implied she didn't want the surgery. She was told she needed it, and suddenly, GloRilla wasn't just a copycat, she was a casualty. Nova Beats under fire. When Chrisean revealed that Nova Beats paid $14,000 for Glo's procedure, his entire world collapsed. Glo's fans turned on him. Chrisean's fans attacked him. Random spectators demanded his arrest. He posted a quick tweet, "Y'all don't know the full story." Deleted it within minutes. Then someone leaked a voice note from his camp. He only did it because Starwave told him to. They wanted Glo to match the market. And that turned the scandal into something bigger than two women. This became a story about industry manipulation, body modification, identity control, artist exploitation, beauty standards engineered by executives, women being reshaped to fit a viral mold. The feminist pages jumped in. Think piece creators made 20-minute videos. Even older rappers began commenting. They tried to build a clone. These labels been doing this. This is the female rap factory machine. Nova Beats went into hiding. Starwave refused to defend him. Glo unfollowed him. Chrisean laughed. Chrisean dominates. While GloRilla melted down, Chrisean grew stronger. Her livestream views tripled. Her followers skyrocketed by the millions. Her name trended for 72 straight hours. People called her the truth teller of the industry. Even her haters admitted, she's unpredictable, but she never lies when she's calm. But Chrisean wasn't just celebrating. She was getting messages. Messages from other female rappers, other artists, other influencers, other women in the industry. Some said, "They tried to change my face too. They told me to match another girl's aesthetic. They said I wasn't vibe enough. I didn't agree, and they stopped pushing me." Suddenly, Chrisean realized GloRilla wasn't the only one. She was just the first one exposed. The final blow of public fallout. As the world tried to recover, Dr. Miro sent Chrisean a final message. "You're not ready for the last recording." The internet panicked. If that wasn't the consultation audio, what was it? Did Glo request even more changes? Did the label blueprint her entire face? Did Nova Beats negotiate the procedures? Was Glo pressured, bribed, or coerced? Chrisean looked into the camera during her next live and said, "This last recording ain't about GloRilla, it's about the industry." Millions gasped. It's about why they wanted her to look like me, and who they planning to change next. The internet begged her to drop it. Chrisean smirked, and ended the live. When Chrisean finally returned for the next live, the entire digital world stopped. People canceled plans, creators delayed uploads, podcasters delayed episodes. Even rappers paused their studio sessions. Everyone knew the last recording wasn't about GloRilla. It was about the machine behind her, and Chrisean wasn't smiling this time. She wasn't gloating. She wasn't excited. She looked disturbed. She held her phone like it was something dangerous. "This one," she said quietly, "changes everything." The comments flooded instantly. "Play it. Chrisean, please. We've been waiting. Drop the bomb." But she didn't press play yet. Instead, she said, "When Dr. Miro sent me this, he told me it wasn't supposed to exist. It wasn't part of the medical files. It was recorded by mistake." The chat froze. A mistaken recording? Hidden conversations? A not supposed to exist file? People could feel the tension through the screen. Chrisean looked at the camera and whispered, "This ain't about GloRilla copying me. This is about why the label wants her to." And then she pressed play. At first, all you could hear were papers being shuffled, a door closing, footsteps, a chair scraping on the floor. Then a man's voice. A voice the internet instantly recognized. Starwave Records executive director, Mr. Elridge. The same man known for launching multiple female rap careers. He spoke casually, almost bored. "If Glo can't sell the soft raw aesthetic like Chrisean, then we'll guide her into it." A second male voice, Nova Beats. "She's trying. She said she's willing to do adjustments." Mr. Elridge chuckled. "Adjustments? We don't need her voice to sound like rock. We need her face, the look, the virality. That girl goes viral tying her shoe." Even Chrisean paused the live at that line. "That girl goes viral tying her shoe." The internet lost it. The recording continued. Nova Beats. "Glo nervous though. She said she don't want to look like she copying nobody." Mr. Elridge. coldly. She's not copying, we're optimizing. Y'all make everything emotional. This is business. Her face needs to match the brand we want. The audience exploded with rage. The industry is sick. What did we just hear? They see women as products, not optimizing a human being. But the recording wasn't done. Another voice entered the room. A woman. Sharp, confident, corporate. People identified her instantly. Tanya Glynn, Starwave's senior branding strategist. Her tone was icy. What y'all don't understand is this. Chrisana's face is a marketing blueprint. We can't control Chrisana, but we can control Glo. Everyone stared at their screens in shock. The strategist continued. And when Glo pops with the new look, we'll shift her into the lanes. Rock refuses endorsements, campaigns, primetime, crossover markets. We need someone with her vibe, but not her unpredictability. The comments section went insane. Oh, my God. This isn't a feud, it's a replacement plan. They tried to make a controllable Rock. Glo was a project? This is identity engineering. The audio kept rolling. Nova beats. And what if people notice? Tanya laughed. People don't notice. They adapt. They'll say she glowed up, had natural changes, whatever. Nobody questions when men get work done. Why question Glo? Then the real truth hit. If Chrisana wasn't so chaotic, we'd have signed her instead. But she doesn't fit the brand. Glo does, once we fix her face. Fix her face. That line triggered an online riot. People begged Chrisana to pause the audio because they couldn't breathe. She didn't. She played the next part, the biggest bomb of all. Mr. Elridge. And honestly, if Glo doesn't work out, she's replaceable. There's 3 more girls we're coaching to match the Rock formula. This is just the beginning. The world stopped. 3 more girls, trained to match the Rock formula. Glo wasn't the first. Glo wasn't the only. Glo wasn't even special. She was a prototype. The comments spiraled. They are cloning aesthetics. This is like a factory. The music industry is copying women. They were gonna make multiple Rocks? This is the scariest recording ever. But then GloRilla's voice entered the background, quiet, scared. She must have walked into the consultation room without knowing the executives were still there. GloRilla, I'll do it. Just don't replace me. You could hear the fear, the desperation, the pressure. Mr. Elridge, good. Then listen to Dr. Miro and trust the process. GloRilla, what if Chrisana finds out? She already hates me. Tanya, she won't. She's too busy fighting with her baby daddy. And even if she did find out, nobody would believe her. The internet screamed. They underestimated her. Not them counting on her chaos to hide their scheme. This is evil. Then came the final punch, the biggest twist of the entire story. Nova beats. Don't worry about Rock. Once Glo's new face drops, Rock gonna look outdated. The new version always wins. The new version. They literally planned to replace Chrisana with her own manufactured clone. The live chat melted down. But guess what? Chrisana said, eyes locked onto the camera. They forgot something. She leaned closer. You can copy my face. You can copy my look. You can copy my vibe. But you can never copy my soul. Then she dropped the final cliffhanger. And since they want to play with me, I'm exposing the other 3 girls they're trying to turn into me next. Live ends. Millions screaming. The next episode? Even worse. And now the truth is out. Not just the truth about GloRilla's transformation. Not just the truth about Nova Beats' involvement. Not just the truth about Dr. Miro's consultation. But the truth about something far bigger. Something darker. Something the entire industry hoped would never reach the public. They weren't trying to make GloRilla more marketable. They were trying to manufacture a replacement for Chrisana Rock. A clone. A mold. A controllable version. A new and improved product engineered in a boardroom. GloRilla wasn't the villain. GloRilla wasn't the mastermind. GloRilla wasn't obsessed. She was the prototype. The first version. The test model. The trial run. For a machine that wanted to take Chrisana's viral power and package it inside someone more compliant, more polished, more obedient. And now that Chrisana exposed the audio and revealed that 3 more women were being groomed to carry the Rock formula, the entire industry is in shock. So now the question is, what happens next? Does Chrisana expose the other 3? Does she name the women being shaped behind closed doors? Does Starwave Records go silent? Or do they launch a cover-up? Will Nova Beats speak out? Will Dr. Miro leak more? Will GloRilla break down and finally tell the world everything? Or will the industry try to silence Chrisana before she reveals even more secrets? Because if she's right, If this goes deeper than Glow, then we're not talking about a surgery scandal. We're talking about an entire blueprint designed to reshape the faces of rising female artists. A blueprint that Chrisean just shattered. Now you tell the world what comes next. Do you think Chrisean should expose the other 3 girls? Do you believe GloRilla acted willingly or under pressure? Do you think the label will retaliate? Do you think this is the end of the conspiracy, or just the beginning? Drop your theories in the comments. Your voice drives the next episode. Make sure you like this video to boost it so the truth spreads even further. Subscribe, because the next chapter is going to be even more explosive. Turn on notifications so you never miss a single twist. Share this episode with everyone. The world needs to see what's really happening behind the scenes. This story isn't over, not even close. Chrisean just opened Pandora's box, and now the entire industry is scrambling to close it. Stay tuned, stay ready, because the next reveal might be the most dangerous one yet.